Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Deman with Corki. We bring you League of Legends action again, and we're going to have a little twist on this. This is going to be the Go4LoL 40 tournament in Europe here. There's a lot of teams. I think it's around about 200 teams, and LowLandLions have kindly supplied me with a lot of their replayers. So this is their round one. It is actually round two of the tournament. So they're playing Epic Fail, which is a Polish team. So obviously, you know, we're having different degrees. I guess LowLandLions have probably receded in there quite a bit. I think they split the seeds out as much as possible. So, you know, this is giving the lower teams a chance to play them. I know 200 teams entering. That is massive for Europe. I mean, it really is a huge competition. So as you can see, it's going to be Sona, Twisted Fate, Nocturne, Corki, and Jarvan. That is the blue team. That is Epic Fail or EF, whatever you want to call them. And for LowLandLions, down the bottom here it is on the purple team. It's going to be Irelia, Soraka, Anivia, Olaf, and who've I missed out? I think that's Olaf, isn't it? Irelia, Soraka, Warwick, Anivia, Olaf. Yes. So well, we're going to have obviously junglers. We're going to have Nocturne and Warwick, the two, and Soraka with the clairvoyance against Sona with the clairvoyance. So bottom lane almost certainly going to be. Well, what is it going to be? I mean, Olaf laning by looks fit. Yes, it's going to be Olaf and Soraka in lane. So, okay, so good luck, have fun exchange between the two teams. And let's see how that's going to work out, because that's going to be against Corki and Sona, I believe. Meanwhile, it's probably going to be Twisted Fate mid, Jarvan top versus Irelia. So Twisted Fate versus Anivia mid. So I'm not too sure how that one's going to work out. Oh, hello, we're going to have a four-man gank down the bottom here. Looks like they're all getting themselves. They can see everyone in the bush there. The double clairvoyance goes down so they can see. So Warwick's the only one that needs to be a little bit wary. Are they going to... I wasn't sure whether they're going to try and set up for a gank in the bushes there. They're actually going to go... Looks like it's going to go towards the lizard buff, maybe. That's where we're following. We are obviously seeing this from the perspective of LowLandLions. So everything you can see, they can see. We don't have spec mode. Unfortunately, it's only one of those fancy things that we do get with actual live streaming when we're on the tournament server. So this is obviously not on tournament server, so it's all local patch or current patch, whatever you are up to date with. This is the 5th of June this was played. The Sunday, I believe that was. So it looks like they're just going to steal all the jungle. That's how they're going to start out. Oh, they do manage to catch Sona around the backside then. These were a little bit wary. Sona's immediately flashed away, so flashed out towards the side down. Corki, despite the fact we've just seen them all there, walks straight up to the face check, the bushes. Insane play. And going to back away this time. Zealot is remaining in the bush at the moment. So Soraka, it looks like he's going to teleport up towards top. Yes, he is. So Soraka and Olaf do indeed go down bottom. So that's going to be bottom lane. Anivia versus Twisted Fate mid lane. And Irelia versus Jarvan top. So Jarvan going Doran's shield. And Doran's shield also on Zealot. Personally on Jarvan I prefer a regrowth pendant and a health pot. I don't know, I just built towards the Philosopher's Stone that little bit earlier. But, so Doran's ring and Mana Crystal on Anivia. So pretty standard for both of those players. Sona gone double fairy pendant and a pot and a mana potion. Hasn't gone with the ward, the boots and the ward, which is exactly what Soraka has done. Gone the boots, the ward, and the health pot. Corki in the meantime has got Doran's, so expecting to get some life stealing and going for that bit more attack damage. I keep trying to click on Olaf. He's actually down the bottom corner here, so he's got a longsword and a health pot. So pretty aggressive stuff. And we're seeing Warwick now on blue. He went with he started with a attack damage as well. So didn't go with the armor and the 3 pots, which he tends to get. So obviously you can build towards that Madred's claws. He see Warwick coming down the bottom here. I'm going to keep my eye on the top and mid, but we can see obviously Warwick is coming around. They did put their clairvoyance down on red, so they're hoping to catch the jungler. Obviously Nocturne going to come around here shortly. So whether he's going to check the bush first or whether he's just going to go straight in for it. Okay, so that's he's not mincing his words there. He's going to go directly in for it. 4 minutes into this game, and he's going to pull it into the bush and finish it off in the bushes. So if Nocturne does come around that corner, he won't see it there. Well, he will. He will just about catch the... I think he catches the rings of it. I'm not too sure whether you can see that, actually. Meanwhile, health-wise, everyone's pretty even. Keeping my eye on the lanes. The top, obviously, we're going to see dash. And obviously, we are using the replay function, so sometimes the health doesn't update. So red has been stolen by Sjokk. I'm going to follow to see if he's going to go up towards Twisted Fate. He's up to, he's not level 3. Obviously, they took the Wraiths earlier, so I don't know if he's going up to the Wraiths. They could have gone for Golems, possibly. Clairvoyant's going down. No sign of Nocturne, actually. Wolves were up. I didn't see whether blue was up, so possibly in Sjokk's jungle, so maybe stealing the jungle. Jarvan actually getting aggressive down the top there, taking a push. Urizan, meanwhile down the bottom, Sona is being very aggressive, trying to poke. Remember, obviously they don't have range; they're only using the their axe to try to keep them bay. And obviously, phosphorus bombs from Corki surely going to poke them away, as well as Soraka's poke. Needs to be a little bit wary. Look at that axe going damage straight through him. Needs to be very careful of that. Nocturne is now on blue. He's only level 1 according to that. Not 100% accurate on whether that's correct, whether he's been disconnected at the start, and didn't see any lever join sort of connections. Everyone seemed to be there at the start, so that's a little bit strange to me. I don't think he was counter jungled particularly. He's going to certainly catch him round here. He's going to be straight on it. You saw the Q come straight across. He's going to get down to him. He's going to get the fear on him. Will proc. Twisted Fate has come across, so he needs to be a little bit wary. Twisted Fate's going to come around the corner here any moment, but he's backed away. There he is. Backing away. Jarvan also gone down as well, looks fit. So really hoping to try and get first blood onto Sjokk there. He's going to back well away. There's Jarvan actually up in jungle. Up in the bushes, sorry, the reeds at the top there. So nobody going and nobody getting first blood. So very cautious stuff here from the Polish team. Obviously they're up against a much higher seed in the LowLandLions, who themselves have performed very well of late against, obviously, in the EMS groups. I think they just lost the Tic Tacs in the EMS groups. I think they're still going to top the group, only just so. I'm not too sure how it actually stands, because I don't think COG are going to qualify from that. But anyway, that's a different tournament, a different game. Meanwhile, in the mid here, let's have a look at the CS while we're waiting for a little bit of action. I think I can tell you Sona's going to be first blood. I can see it, I can smell it. Oh, but then again, could be Jarvan. Warwick has come around the top side. Is he going to have his ulti up? I don't think he does just yet. Oh, he gets immediately exhausted, so there's no point ultiing in there, but he's going to force him away from late. Meanwhile, let's pop down the bottom. Yeah, Sona is getting very, very low. The axe goes through again there. Keeps chopping her down. Sneaky is being very aggressive. Nocturne coming around the top side, though. Soraka's backing away. It's surely going to be Sneaky that's going to get caught. Pops his clairvoyance. He's going to try and dive for the kill, but he's certainly going to go down here. Sneaky's getting away just about. Soraka trying to keep him alive. He's actually managed to dodge, and they do finally get him. I was going to say, he can't get away from that. Surely the Q and the phosphorus bomb from Corki managing to get first blood. So, epic fail. Pull the first blood. I didn't see who it was that got it. It was Corki, so it's xMisiek. Does get first blood down in the bottom lane with Riven. So Sneaky, who actually we're viewing it from, was the first blood. And Irelia's got herself in a really far forward position there to try and put a bit of damage on towards that turret. Meanwhile, Soraka's doing her best to try and keep these minions at bay while Corki comes and has a poke at the tower. 7 minutes gone, and Alibabba farming up. Obviously with that ulti, once Anivia gets to 6, it's very hard to stop the farm. Really is. And Twisted Fate, well, we're seeing Twisted Fate level 1. He's obviously not level 1. It just means Sneaky's not looked around the map much. So both level 6 up top, I think. Or actually Irelia's 7 according to that. So Irelia with that slight advantage. Did get pushed out a lane a little bit by Warwick, didn't he? So a little unfortunate there, because obviously Warwick went around top, Nocturne came straight down bottom. So good gank. Good gank attempt. Just as they are actually getting very aggressive on Sona, so as is always the case. I keep doing that. He's got a Wriggles Lantern. Obviously Soraka has not been back. Warwick has now got himself the Mantra's Razor. So the initial claw, whether he's going to build that into the Blood Razor is another matter. Anivia has gone Catalyst and Boots. Don't think has Nocturne been back yet, so pretty much identical build on the two junglers so far. So Corki in lane at the moment is very low on health actually. Sona does come down, pings off that heal. And needs to be careful of this axe coming through. He's obviously leveled it up quite a bit. He's got that Madred, so he's going to do... the Wriggles Lance is going to do quite a bit of damage. Just catching a pinging on towards Dragon there. I didn't see what They were picking towards Nocturne at the top though. Getting around the side of Irelia. Jarvan missing at the moment. Jarvan returns back to lane. Actually, just backed away. Well, we're seeing him in lower health. He's actually obviously been a balks. He's got himself the beginnings of the Mercury Treads. Meanwhile, we have another look. Sona's been poking as much as he can, and really, it's a hard combo to keep at bay. Looks like they are going to go for Dragon here. It's a 9-minute Dragon, 9.5 minutes, so very early. Really for that Dragon attempt. Obviously with Warwick, Clairvoyance does go down, so they're going to come around the side there. Twisted Fate's coming down, and Anivia needs to move to cut him off straight away. They are going to come down for it. They do manage to get it down. Will they get the stun on towards Twisted Fate? Beautiful wall there. The stun goes down. That's surely going to be Twisted Fate dead here. I don't think he's going to get away from this. He's ignited as well. He will get the lifesteal as well from Sjokk, and she's going to finish it off, get the kill on him. They haven't got any stuns on towards Nocturne there. Olaf coming round. Corki and Sona were a little slow to react there, but really a great wall, that has to be said, from Anivia there, which pretty much set up that whole kill. Meanwhile, Irelia has ported back. Irelia has been back and bought, so got herself a Wriggles and Boots as well. They know that they're going to go for Nocturne. They're certainly going to stun him up, because I don't think he was ready for that. It's going to get a bit of burst damage on him. Does manage to shield up though. I think he's going to get away. Alibabba just forces the issue. Meanwhile, Jarvan on top turret as the red is stolen. Just got a glimpse of Sona coming around the side there. I think Sjokk's going to take down red buff. Yes, he does. I'm not sure if Sona was absolutely aware that he was in that jungle there, stealing the red buff. They knew he wasn't there, but I don't think he saw him taking it. Certainly nothing he could have done about it. So, 10 minutes in. At the moment, looking fairly even. 1-1 scored. Dragon obviously been picked up by LowLandLions. League of Legends, I was about to say. League of Legends, LowLandLions. Sona, oh Sona, you're in no man's land there. What are you doing? That's going to be a stun. That's surely Sona down. And what she was doing around there, I guess she was trying to ward up, maybe. Got Philosopher's Stone. I couldn't see whether she, obviously we can't see the wards because we haven't got the spectator mode. So blue being stolen here. Yeah. Blue respawn being taken. I guess it's going to go to Soraka. No, and to Anivia. Of course it does. And it looks like they may even come up and finish off Jarvan. Irelia on tower there. There is minions around there. They're going to come around. It's a 4-man gank, and they're surely going to go down. Puts the ulti onto Warwick. He got exhausted, but really there's enough damage coming out from Anivia, and that's going to be the tower down as well. Meanwhile, they are pushing mid tower here. They don't really have enough minion stacks, and they don't want to be taking the hit from the tower either, which is exactly what's going to happen shortly. That top tower, it has got Warwick on it, so that turret does go down. Meanwhile, Sneaky's been pushed pretty hard down the bottom here by Corki. Corki's been back and bought himself a man immune, so yeah, went straight for the man immune. Nocturne does pop his ulti. That's going to go up towards the middle. As I have a look around there, it is actually on Anivia, so he's got his rebirth up, which is almost certainly going to pop. No, that last card didn't get him. He's on 23 health. That's a little unfortunate. Didn't pop the rebirth. So he survives. I'm guessing, yeah, Soraka's ulti looked like it was used to keep him alive. And Irelia, meanwhile, is diving in now. Going to get Sona ultied on, though. He's trying to put a bit of damage on towards Nocturne, I think he's maybe going for. Can't obviously see the health of them all. Ulti used from Irelia. Jarvan just clearing out that bottom, top lane. Corki clearing the mid. So 12 minutes 40 gone. First tower is down, and was showing that they didn't actually get a lot of damage on that, despite the fact they had free reign in middle for a while there. So Nocturne's still only level 6, while Sjokk, I think, is about to hit 7. Olaf down the bottom is 8, so still early days, but starting to be very aggressive from the LowLandLions. And you can't fault Jarvan really. He's lost his tower. He's got himself the Mercury Treads, but he didn't really do a fat lot wrong from what I could see against Irelia. It's just his team weren't there when they required compared to LowLandLions, who obviously came in for a 4-man gank. Meanwhile, Irelia is going to go from regular. Irelia has got that Wriggles Lance. It's going to have a lot more damage now, so Jarvan needs to be a little bit wary. They've got a good ward placement. They can see Sona coming around the side there. They know Nocturne is also missed. Twisted Fate, meanwhile, tries to cover them off mid against Soraka. Trying to put those wild cards through. Actually, calls Soraka there as well. As Irelia just continues to farm. So Sonic comes down. So no matter how fed you are, 2v1 can always be tricky, especially with a Jarvan. He's pretty tanky, but he doesn't really have a fat lot of damage. He's only got those Mercury Treads, so outside of that initial passive first hit, the big 6-second hit. Meanwhile, Nocturne is diving in towards the middle there. Olaf does come around, misses the slow though, and he'd also popped his shield up. Oh, the wall just missing onto Twisted Fate as well. As 14-20. And still kind of forcing the lane issue here. Sneaky has come into mid, so it looks like they're going to put a bit of exerted pressure on this mid turret. They need to be wary because Corki's obviously left alone down the bottom there. Irelia is solo top, so he's keeping Jarvan occupied. They're clearing out the ward. Clairvoyant's gone down as well as they force Irelia to back away. Well, are they? They're setting up for. They're at Baron. Baron obviously hasn't spawned. It spawns on 15 minutes, and they're going for it on the Baron spawn. 15-minute Baron. This is. I'm not sure if they're expecting this. I've got to be honest. Sona is coming down, so they know that the ward was just cleared out. They need to be careful because this is obviously they are going to get the Baron before they can react. Twisted Fate does pop his ulti. Now they see them. Oh, Sona's surely going to go down here. Warwick gets his ulti on him. I think he might be able to get away. He's going to surely have the ulti. He does manage to pop the ulti. Wall goes down towards Nocturne. Nocturne's going to get taken down the bottom here. Can't quite get the slow on him. Ghost's not going to go through. Sona will go down. And wow, a 5-man dive. They are going to dive on the tower. Twisted Fate, you need to be very careful. That's the wrong way to run right there. 5-man gank. I know you want to try and stay on tower, but wow, I don't think they were quite expecting that. 15-minute Baron on spawn, and LowLandLions, well, they sacrificed that bottom turret. Like I said, Corki was continuing to push on it, but they just couldn't do anything about it. Irelia had pushed Jarvan back up top, and really, they got it all positioned very nicely. Then, well played, says Nocturne. It really was very well done. So Baron push in towards this mid. They gotta be careful. Nocturne, he could easily get dived there. The wall goes down. Jarvan goes diving in, and I think they may well go to die. They need to be careful. The egg's surely going to get popped there. No, managed to back away. Turret will go down. And that is the next one down. Oh, Sona, what are you doing? Just came straight in there. Do manage to pop. Well, Jarvan got all aggressive, went straight in, and all he managed to do was actually pop Rebirth on Anivia. So continuing on towards that base turret now. And Corki's going to surely catch them. They need to get a lot of damage on them there. They could lose that Baron buff because they're getting all too aggressive. Oh, Nocturne's been caught alone though, as often can be the case when you pop that ulti. You go diving in. Meanwhile, Zealot's taking all the damage, going to back away. The rest of them are all low health. Jarvan's surely going to go down. This is not going well for Epic Fail. You could almost say it is failing. But, well, LowLandLions, I mean, really, who predicts and expects a 15-minute Baron? So 17 minutes gone, and Inhibitor does go down, and GG given out here from Epic Fail. So really, the difference in skill now is starting to show. So, I mean, I can't fault Epic Fail for too badly. They did pretty much okay in lane. They didn't feed any deaths. I mean, it was 1-1 for pretty much the entire stage until LowLandLions decided to team up. They went obviously a lot earlier. Zealot, meanwhile, is pushing the pace on towards the rest of the team while he takes the tank hits. The rest of the team try and dive onto Irelia. Jarvan goes diving in. Corki's surely going to go down here. The ulti's going to finish them off. No, he won't. He's going to get on towards the fountain. Nimble the fountain diving. They are going to take the Nexus down. And that is round 2 complete of the Go4LoL tournament. Go4LoL 40, 5th of June. And it is LowLandLions versus Epic Fail. They're just trying to take it down. Sneaky is surely going to go down. Doesn't matter. Nexus is killed. And wow. I wasn't expecting that, I've got to be honest, and I don't think this Epic Fail was. So thanks for listening, guys. This is Deman with Quad V, bringing you League of Legends action.